Alright guys, and welcome to another Borderlands 3 theory and speculation video. This is one that I absolutely have to discuss with you guys because I think it's going to turn out to be super important in the storyline, and I haven't seen anyone really discuss this here on YouTube. So what we're talking about is the mysterious glowing vials around Troy's neck, and I did bring these up briefly in my We Need to Talk About Troy Calypso video, which you can find linked on screen right now and also down below in the description if you're interested. But in this particular video we are going to dive into the mystery in a little bit more detail. So without further ado guys, let's jump in. So in the Eden-6 trailer, which was absolutely awesome by the way, and I'll have a full planetary profile breakdown video coming very soon, we actually got a very small snippet of a large Children of the Vault enemy, presumably a badass of some sort. I wouldn't say he was a boss because he is actually quite generic looking, but what's interesting is that he has these purple glowing vials around his neck. Now where have we seen vials like this before? Well, they're very similar to the red glowing vials that we see around Troy Calypso's neck. I did actually see a meme over on the Borderlands Reddit saying that all the Children of the Vault members are given glow sticks when they're recruited, but in all seriousness I think that this goes way further and deeper than anything we may have previously considered. So I have my own theories about Troy's red vials, and I think that they actually contain the iridium charged blood of his siren sister Tyreen, and this is what allows him to draw power and channel that into his own siren abilities, hence his red siren tattoos. The reason I think this is because we know from an interview with Paul Sage a few months back that the Calypso twins actually used to be conjoined at one point, meaning that if this makes any sense at all, they once shared the same blood, and since only females can be sirens, without some way of connecting with Tyreen, i.e. through the power of her irradiated siren blood, Troy would not be able to survive. Not to mention the fact that we've heard rumours and speculation and all sorts that Troy is a parasite and needs Tyreen to stay alive. So Tyreen's motives include keeping her brother alive, since there's a possibility that he is ill or dying, and if that turns out to be true, then this ties in well with this theory, in my opinion. Now what about the purple glowing vials around that badass fanatic's neck? Well, we know of course that the one thing that we commonly associate with the colour purple in the Borderlands universe is iridium. And let's be honest here, Gearbox would not choose purple for these vials if it wasn't going to be iridium, right? Literally everything we've ever seen in Borderlands that has been purple has been linked to iridium somehow. So yeah, why would this badass have iridium in a vial around his neck, I wonder? Well, what if it's for the exact same reason as Troy? We know that Troy is capable of We know that Tyreen is capable of draining a being's life force and powers, as we know she does with Lilith at some point during Borderlands 3. But what if she can also then channel these powers into other beings, in this case her fanatics and her followers? Say if she channeled a small amount of a siren's power force into a badass enemy and then gave said badass a necklace full of iridium, which he can then absorb power from, wouldn't this be a great way to introduce elemental badass enemies into Borderlands 3 in a way that's not been done before? It'd be like fighting a toned down version of a siren because he'd only have a little bit of that siren power, but I honestly think that this would be really cool if Tyreen essentially powered up members of the cult with their own power channeling abilities, perhaps maybe when they rise through the ranks of the Children of the Vault. Now I may be completely wrong about absolutely all of this, and it could just be for aesthetics, or it could even just be a way to show the ranks of members of the cult, for example, but if you ask me, it's way too suspicious that both Troy's vials and this badass's vials are glowing and that they're both different colours, not to mention that Troy's in particular are very heavily focused on in trailers and whatnot, and they're a very prominent aspect of his character. I honestly think that it will end up being important somehow in the story going forward. As I say, I may be completely off with my theories and predictions and speculations, but hey, that's all part of the fun. So that's going to be it for this video guys. As a lot of you may know, I absolutely love the lore and the story of Borderlands, and I'm massively intrigued by sirens and the Iridians and the vaults. So if any of you guys have any comments to further this discussion or any theories of your own, then please be sure to drop your thoughts down below in the comment section and drop a like on the video if you found these theories and ideas interesting. Consider subscribing if you're new and love Borderlands content just like this, and thanks as always for checking out and supporting the channel. I'll see you guys in the next video.